Welcome to Wide Eye Sports, where every play, every moment, and every decision gets broken down like never before. The lights are on, the stakes are high, and it all starts right here, right now. We will now take you down to introduce the starters.
Brenner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Lane Cooner, the conductor of the Baker Train.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into another episode of Friday Film Room. This week we are breaking down Sam Darnold. We've touched on Sam Darnold a couple of times. Obviously, me being a Vikes fan, we touched on him in season last week, or a couple weeks ago. We touched on the Rams defense against Sam Darnold and how they tore him up in the playoffs. This week, we're going to look at why Seattle went after Sam Darnold. Why the Seahawks think Sam Darnold is going to be a good fit for what they do, what the Clint Kubiak system entails, and how they like to run their offense, and why they thought Sam Darnold would be worth the $100 million they spent on him over the next few years. How you guys doing? How we doing?
Good.
Doing great, man.
Ready for September.
Yeah.
Ready for seriously. I'm ready for April. I'm ready for April 26th.
I'm so stoked for the draft.
I'm ready for the draft to start. We got free agency frenzy going on. We are in the middle of day 2 of legal tampering, so we could have
Cowboys
news.
are doing regular old Cowboy stuff. They're gonna probably might sign one more guy at around $3 million a year.
Yep.
4. They might get up to 4.
And then
Chill.
draft real heavy. Just really, really rely on that draft class.
That made me laugh. But without further ado, let's get into the Sam Darnold tape. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, so I got us up here on the screen.
Is
So
this last year?
This is all last year. So the qualifiers here, I tried to make the plays play action. So one, they're going to run a lot of play action in the Clinton Kubiak system in Seattle. They're going to run lots of play action. They're going to run the ball with Kenneth Walker. They're going to control the clock. They're going to play good defense. But this first set of clips, we have 11 plays here. They are all versus neutral boxes. So for those of you who don't know, maybe you're brand new to football watching this stuff for the first time, this is the box. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't count. He's outside. It's right there, really. So he doesn't count. But what that means is there are 7 men inside the box. And so if this guy floats down here, then there's 8 men in the box. And it's a heavy box, and that's more of a run defense look. But instead, he's backed off, and then he can play coverage. There's a lot more they can do. It's not quite as run heavy. But I feel like this is neutral boxes and heavy boxes are how defenses are going to try to defend Seattle next year. So that combined with the play action looks, I think this is a lot of how the offense will look in Seattle. Both Clint Kubiak and Kevin O'Connell both come from the Shanahan system, and they're both KOC uses a little more motion, like we're going to see motion in some of these plays. Clint Kubiak doesn't do as much of that, but he did just spend time in San Francisco, so he may work a little more into it. There's some little nuance differences, but both, like the roots of both systems are the same. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's see what Sam Darnold does well. Let's see what he does bad, what we would like to see different, all those things. So first off, Sam's going to get to the line here. Little defensive shift, nothing major. So now we have the full box. So he's still outside. Right, he's still technically now he's outside the box. I apologize. They do a shift, and it brings him outside the box at the start of the play. He'll float out just a little more, I would assume. Yeah, he floats out just a little more. He's going to come up. He floated back outside the hash. He's on the hash. That makes him technically outside. Still a very run-heavy defense look. Going to shift in. Play action. Sam gets to the top of his drop. Busted coverage. Sees it right away. First look. This is good play calling, and Sam just does a good job of running the play. Very good game manager, right? Not doing anything special, just running the play that's called. And we've talked a lot on the show about sometimes that's all it takes to be a good quarterback. You just have to do what you're told to do.
Well, also, I don't know exactly what that defender's assignment was.
So
But
Yeah,
let's
he
he just blows right
so
past
well
him. Like,
he thinks it's a run. He thinks it's a run. He sees the guard, so he sees this
yeah,
guard
but I mean,
pulling,
at this point already, Sam's holding the ball.
but he
Like,
can't see that. He
Yeah, you can't see the
sees
ball.
the guard pulling, and he
Yeah.
sees this guy breaking down. So he's thinking run. He's like, okay, because in football you're taught follow the guards. The guards will
Yeah.
lead you to the football. So this guy breaks open. You see this hole form, right? So from what he can see, he can't see the ball yet. He just sees
Yeah.
the mesh. He sees this guard pulling towards a hole, and he sees this guy setting his hips to then try to block. Right? That's all he can see. So by the time he stops his feet, he's thinking run.
Yeah.
By the time
Now
he
it's too
notices
late.
it,
Yeah,
it's
now
too late.
because the guy's already sprinting full clip past him.
And not to throw shade at anybody, but that is I believe that's Shadavius Ward. Yeah, that's Shadavius Ward right there, free agent cornerback who just signed. Where did he sign, Spoon? Do you know?
Off the top
figure
of
it
my
out
head,
real
I can't think about it.
Give me 12
Cowboys.
seconds here. No, it was not the Cowboys.
Okay, I thought that's what you were trying to say.
No.
Not to throw any
Shadavius
shade.
Ward,
Chris.
Indianapolis. He signed with the Colts. So brand new Colts free agent quarterback, not looking great on the Sam Darnold film, but Sam does exactly what you want your game managing quarterback to do. I think he's being paid like a game managing quarterback, not an all-star quarterback here. He's making 35 to 40 million a year.
They gave him a Baker deal and was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
go prove yourself."
exactly. And so boom, and he sees right away. He sees the busted coverage and delivers an accurate pass. Nice, safe, easy. Nothing.
It's kind of
Nothing
crazy
too
that Sam
difficult there.
Darnold's going from the Vikings to the Seahawks, and it's like, hey, like that's literally two teams that you hear about the Seahawks all the time being in Seattle. You
Yep.
pay attention so much to Minnesota, so it's like Sam
Yeah.
Darnold's not going anywhere for you.
Yeah, no, he's going to be a regular part of my sports life, unfortunately. So
Yep.
we're going to get the motion here. Not huge there, but kind of this heavy look with the tight end in. Sam Darnold once again on the play action. And what you'll notice throughout this film session is Sam Darnold does a really good at making the play action look the exact same every time. Like watch the little head duck. He just does that little head duck just to kind of give it a little extra oomph. The linebacker sits, and then he steps up in the pocket, and then that's great scheming, play calling, whatever you want to call it. But Sam does a good job of just running the system, which is what I think they're going to ask him to do in Seattle. Run this type of system. This could easily be a Jackson Smith to Jigba. He creates a little bit of time in the pocket by floating up past the pressure and then anticipating the hole and delivering the football. Could it have been a little more accurate? Yes, I believe so. JJ had to reach out for it a little bit.
Kept him
But-
in stride.
I mean, we're splitting hairs with that one. Alrighty, get the play to roll here. So now we're in Green Bay. Okay, so once again, 7-man box here still. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So neutral box still. We're going to get a little motion, which I don't know if Seattle's going to do as much of this motion stuff. They might. I just don't know yet. They didn't win. So Clint Kubiak, funny enough, was the offensive coordinator in Minnesota a few years back. His only other offensive coordinator job. We didn't do near as much motion as Kevin O'Connell runs. So he's killing the play. So something just happened that they saw. Most likely,
He probably saw that it was in man.
yeah, probably saw that it was a man coverage, so he killed the play. So whatever that, they had a play called, and they saw it's man, and they have a man beater check, right? Like they have a
Let's say,
zone play called, and
if
he
I'm
checks.
any quarterback and I'm playing with Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, anytime you make a motion and it's man coverage, I'm just killing that play, and I'm going,
I'm looking-
JJ, do your thing, baby.
Well, let's see where he
Man
goes here.
coverage, you stupid. Yeah, where's JJ at? Do we know?
So a
Bottom?
little head fake. You see that little head fake he does? That's good.
Yeah.
You want to make the play action look the same every single time. It's a good job. You see some defenders get upfield. They bring a blitz. They get upfield pretty early. Sam Darnold stays calm in the pocket, waits for his receiver to get open in man coverage, and dots him up.
just boom.
That's a really
Beautiful
that's the pass I wanted on the previous play.
Yeah, that's a
Like
great
I feel
throw.
like he does a really good job on this throw, especially with pressure. Like he's not being grabbed and there's not people at his feet, but he's definitely, it's hard when you see this and you can see this guy's getting pushed upfield. This guy, running backs right in your face. Not right in your face, I shouldn't say that, but within your vision.
Getting eaten up.
Yeah, within your vision, getting pushed backwards towards you, and you just stay calm, and then, that's...
What a throw.
JJ did this.
Yeah.
That's
throw.
awesome. And JJ creates the separation, which Jackson Smith-Njigba, really good receiver, can do a lot of those things over the middle very, very, very well. People are kind of sleeping on the JSN train. All right, so we get another...
At all.
No, you're not. I'm just saying people in general. I think he's really good.
Yeah.
Tight end in again, almost a makeshift jumbo formation with the receivers in tight like this. You're gonna get play action, right? Ducks his head. Now get your eyes turned around. Good blocking. You got the island over here. He's gonna float up just a little bit, and then, he gets hit too. So he holds onto the ball for quite a while. This is one of the things I had complaints with Kevin O'Connell about, is he called these pass concepts that take 3 seconds, 4 seconds to even develop, which is a huge issue when your line's not protecting that great. But as Sam's ball's right here.
Yeah, he still hasn't thrown yet.
He's ball's up at the top, and there's a guy grabbing him. Great anticipation.
See how quickly that receiver had to stop though too.
Yeah. Well, that's it's the come up, and then it's probably an option play. He could probably go out, in, or sit, and that you got to be on the same page, right? Like
and
your quarterback.
I couldn't tell if the wide receiver had to make that decision or if that was.
I think it was. I think it's based off what the cornerback does. The shade the cornerback gives. If he shades to the outside hard, you cut inside. Shades to the inside hard, you cut outside. If he's just kind of sitting on you, you sit on the route. And they both recognize it. And the ball's right here. Ball's still at the top of barely in his hand, but he's getting hit. So he can throw under pressure. It's kind of a duck too. It's not exactly a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
And hits his guy. It's just doing what's within, playing within the system, not trying to create and be Superman. And that's what, got him in trouble late in the season. He would hold the ball, try to be Superman, get out of there. All right, so actual jumbo formation, 2 tight ends on the field on the left-hand side. So, going to get the play action here. Head bob to fake the play action. Top of the drop. Delivers the ball right over the... that's...
Wow.
This is the kind of stuff I think Seattle's going to do a lot of. And this is what Sam did really well. This is a beautiful part of the McVay, Shanahan, O'Connell, LaFleur, Kubiak offense is play action and hitting shots over the middle of the field. And you have to be able to hit these windows, right? You have to be able to fit the ball in. That's a big window, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But there's a lot of quarterbacks that would leave it out here to just keep it away from these defenders. Or if you go high, then this guy gets a play on it, right? And it just needs to be accurate every time.
Yeah.
It's little just nuance over and over and over and over again things, which Sam did really well for most of the season. All right, here we go against the Rams. Another jumbo set, which I think the Seahawks are going to do a lot of because they don't have a dominant O-line, so I think they'll bring an extra tight end or a fullback in a lot of the times. So this gives especially against the Rams, a team that, kind of hurt Sam Darnold, and he'll play twice a year in Seattle. Get the play action, eyes turned around, top of the drop, and then hit the spot. And that's about as needle thready as you can get right there.
I'd say, look at all those guys.
Yeah. And here's what it looks like from the end zone view, just because I think the end zone view looks better for the quarterback's eyes. You can really tell what they're doing. And he's locked on, right? He's looking to that spot. He sees the spot's open, throws to it. And he throws
a tight window.
I was about to say, he almost could have easily had that broken up.
Yeah. But that's how precision he can be. He can place those really tight window throws when he has this amount of time. when he has this amount of time and he has a good pocket and can stand back there and deliver the pass, he's capable of this. It's just if he's getting pressured and just thrown off his spot and running around and scrambling all day, he's not. He's not Josh Allen. So here we go. Fullback, tight end, not jumbo set, but just heavy set, play action. Got guys getting pushed back in his lap already. Just get the ball out quick. Boom. There's a little behind him. He had to kind of slow up right there. Caught it on the back shoulder, which you don't like to see. But like I said, when you pressure him, he's not Superman. He's not going to make every play perfectly when you get pressure. So even just a little bit of pressure can start to affect him over time. And they were getting awfully close there. Now, the Rams were all over his ass all day in both games, so that didn't help. Rams were very dominant against our O-line. So here we go against Jacksonville in a game that Sam Darnold really struggled. He struggled mightily in this game. This was the first game that we were like, ooh, okay. Are we seeing Jets Sam Darnold again? So you're going to get a heavy formation to the right.
Do you know what week this is?
Week 9? Week 10, Week 9, somewhere in there. Mid-season. But you give him that time, and even there, it was a little high. It wasn't perfect. I think we watched this one on the very first film breakdown we did on Sam, and I think he expected it to be like a corner, like break off a corner here, and they broke an out route, and he threw the corner. Yeah. And so it was just a little inaccurate, but that was more of a, communication error between the receiver and the quarterback. That was still a good throw. He read the defense well. He got the ball where it needed to be. It's the simple play. He's not Superman. He does not perform like Josh Allen. He does not do all the crazy things. Does he have a little mobility? Yes. Can he run around a little bit? Yes. Is he one-man armying a defense? Absolutely cannot. I think these are the type of things. Play action. You see, he sees the guy getting pressed upfield, so he stops his drop back early, stays in the spot, creates just a little bit of time by drifting, and then throws as he's getting hit. Dot. I mean, that is the most Superman you will see from Sam Darnold. That is the max potential you can ask of him, in my opinion. Like, if you ask him to do this every play, you're asking a lot of him. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, I mean, he's definitely a game manager.
Yeah. Game manager, and he's buying as much time as he can, and he throws it at the last second, and he makes a good throw. But JJ also creates good separation there, which JSN can do as well. Not to the level Justin Jefferson can do it, but JSN is capable of making those type of plays. So here we go. This is more of just your, I don't think we'll see as much of this in Seattle. Just a simple I formation. Can get the play action, sucks up both the linebackers, but I mean, watch those linebackers. This is what doing the same play action can do for you every single time. Watch the linebackers here. I mean, both those guys. Just watch both of them. Both of these two right here. They go. I mean, he was at the 2-yard line, got sucked up to the 5. He was at the 3-yard line, got sucked up to like the 8.
Do you have to say sucked up?
They got sucked up into the teeth of the teeth.
Sports is just so.
He's just gonna bury it in the hole there.
Great D by that guy.
Great D. He really hit the hole like none other. I mean, those are the best compilation videos. Yeah, see what I did there? All right, but in all reality, Sam Darnold does a great job. JJ knows. JJ's like, I'm wide open, bro. Hit me.
Yeah.
Boom. Touchdown. And these are Sam Darnold did have some really crazy plays, but I didn't want to show all those and set some high expectation of like, this is who he is. Like, no, this is who Sam Darnold is. If you ask him to do these things, very simple, very easy, run the ball, play action, and make quick decisions when you're not doing play action, he's good. But this is what you got to do with it. You have to use him like this. So right there, they give the little fake, play action. Green Bay gets upfield, gets pressure, so he slides up just a little bit, throws like the pass.
Almost half of these are going to JJ.
I mean, that's Jordan Addison right there.
Yeah, that one didn't.
Yes, but I mean, watch it. I mean, this is once again, this is about as much as you can ask of him. To recognize the pressure, step up in the pocket, and then look off the safety, right? So this safety doesn't creep over. He keeps his eyes this way. So watch the safety drifting this way, right? So as soon as he sees him drift, he then throws to a spot. Boom.
Beautiful throw.
Yeah, this is all execution, right? Like the only thing he's improvising here is the pressure, stepping up in the pocket. Everything else is just play within the system. The system is, so we have Jordan Addison running a fake hitch, right? So Jordan Addison is going to run a fake hitch and wheel. And what Sam needs to do is play action, take this safety, look him off over here, and then throw it to Jordan Addison. That is what they are telling Sam to do right here. So you got the fake hitch, so he sits, and Sam's looking this way, hitch is this way, so this cornerback's thinking, okay, he's just sitting. Okay, I got to get over. And then Justin Jefferson comes over as well to bring this corner out of the way, so they're clearing both these guys out with Sam's eyes and Justin Jefferson. This guy gets relaxed too early. Boom. Set your feet and throw.
Beautiful.
And that is it for those
see
set
it.
of plays. I think we have one more small set here. Yeah, 4 more plays here of Sam. So the difference here is these are stacked boxes, so 9 plus defenders. So instead of 7 defenders, now we have 9 defenders in the box. So at the snap, so here we go. Let me get my pen back out here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means we have 9 dudes against the run, which means usually you either have a man or a cover 3 called. So I think a lot of teams are going to play Seattle like this and they're going to be like, make Sam Darnold beat us with his arm, right? You know,
Yep.
We're not going to let Kenneth Walker get 110 yards today type football. So let's see so we get the play action, gets to the top of his drop. Boom.
JJ.
And that's it. That's a good job. I can't decide if I would rather it be on the edge or if I like I should say this. I don't know if the route is a wrap route or if it's an out route. Because if it's a wrap route, this is perfect. If it's an out route, this is too far inside. But it looks like JJ's feet are slowing up a little bit. So I can't tell. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's an out route or a wrap?
I think it's an out route, and he has to come back to the ball
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought at first, but he kind of like,
because the ball's
I
in
guess
the
the
air,
ball's in the air.
and
so it's a
he's
good adjust.
where he should be. And so
Yeah.
now he has time to think and watch the ball and come back to it.
So this is a little bit underthrown by Sam.
Yeah.
He has plenty of time. Little bit underthrown. But completion nonetheless. Not perfect from Sam. Not terrible. All right, here we are in the red zone here. So you got heavy set. You got 2 tight ends, running back in the backfield. Colts have 1. Let's see. So the Colts have all. Ooh, come on, give me my pen. Colts got all these guys in here. And that's
On the run.
this is one of the quote unquote Superman plays from Sam Darnold. I've said it 3 times now. This is max capacity for Sam, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets the play action sells early because Jones cuts out early because of the pressure. These guys don't block. I mean, they got 2 people at him. Sam's running back. I mean, it is hard to throw the football that way when you're running that way. That is hard to do. And I don't expect Sam Darnold to make this throw. And, I mean, dude in his face throws it.
What a throw.
Leaves it just far enough. I mean, that's a great catch by Addison. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But that is also a phenomenal throw by Darnold. To put it within a hole, this big downfield while you're running the opposite way, almost back across I mean, that is so difficult. Don't ask Sam to do this every play. He can't do this every play. Half of these will be a pick. if this cornerback doesn't turn to the outside and just sits down on it and backs up, half the time that's a pick.
Mm-hmm.
But right there, it wasn't. It was a good play. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11.
lot of Colts
Fourth quarter. Yeah, against the Colts again. So, motion. You're going to see it's zone. But once again, stacked box because they're thinking, Sam Darnold needs to beat us. We're not going to let Aaron Jones get up in here and then bounce the outside and get in the end zone through some ISO or some power or anything like that. We're going to make Sam Darnold beat us. So what does Sam Darnold do? Takes it, play action boot, wide open, run to his left. It's a hard throw, but completes it to a wide open receiver. Now, if there's tight coverage on that play, probably not great.
That's not JJ.
No, that's a tight end.
Yeah.
That is Josh Oliver, number 84. Which is a fucking tragedy that they let anybody wear 84 in Minnesota. Been saying it for years.
Why?
Because Randy Moss.
Ah.
All right, so the last play right here against the Bears. Bears had a really good defense this year. They got better in free agency, even, which is kind of scary. But Bears had a really good defense. They get Grady Jarrett from the Falcons. They'll be a menace this year. Jalen Johnson is a cornerback 1, absolute stud. So you're going to get heavy set again, which, like I said, I think Seattle will do a lot. They will do a lot of this. And get the play. Pump, play action. Kind of gets taken back into the backfield. Sam sees it, stays calm, and laces one right over the head. I mean, that's... If you can get Tyler Warren in the draft and you're the Seahawks, this will be a standard in Seattle every week. This is what will happen every single week. And I don't know if he'll be available, or even Colson Loveland, if they can get him in the draft. Like, if they can get another weapon for Sam that can make plays like this, Sam can throw the ball up in there over a dude's head. Like, that's not an issue for him. He does a really good job staying within the play action. Tom Brady, if you can see the back of their helmet, they can't see you throw the football.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So those are all the things that I think Sam does really well and that he can do for the Seahawks in Seattle. And I think they're going to ask him to do a lot of those things. I think it's going to become very messy, very fast if they're putting him back there in the shotgun or under center and expecting him to do 7-step dropbacks and, dot up the defense all day and throw 45 times like they had Geno doing. I think that'll end up very poorly. Geno Smith had a lot of games where he was throwing 44 times a game. Not a recipe for success with Sam Darnold. Not going to work out well.
Something we'll have to watch.
Yep. You guys got anything you want to add before we get off here?
No, sir.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out the channel, the other film rooms we do every Friday. Make sure to check us out. Thank you. See you next time.